Number 1, Jalen Johnson. At the other forward position, 6 feet 10, number 2,
welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Now let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at the Thunder, they're having a solid season, 5th in the conference and looking to move up.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they're a team that a lot of people called for to kind of go wire to wire in terms of being in first place. That's not possible anymore, but clearly this is an elite team.
Yeah, I think it's just taking a little while for all the parts to fall into place, and that's not uncommon. We've seen plenty of great teams that don't round into form until later in the year.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Williams is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Lee in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Raptors, we've got Cunningham. Johnson is out there with Banchero. Then there's Embiid. And it's Garcia in at the shooting guard. And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Williams can't hit. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Banchero. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Outside, Maxey. Reid the pass to Lee. Over Banchero. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Outside, Garcia. The kick out to Cunningham. No good on the triple.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Pass to Maxey. Back to Reid. There's the screen. Lee now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Banchero, that's good.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Embiid. First in three-point shooting, 9th in blocks. And he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And not only is he hitting from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Maxey kicks to Williams. Traps in the tray.
If you let Jalen Williams get to his spots in the catch and shoot, good night, folks.
Cunningham with it. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Thunder trailing by 4. Pass to Reid. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And that one's good. Maxey.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Raptors, coming off that loss against the Nets.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam King. Outside Williams. Here's Morgan. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
Here's Lee. The Raptors getting the bucket. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Reed. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Jacks up a 3. Here's Morgan. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Shot by Johnson, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Lee. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Naz Reid, what a nice find. This guy always has his eyes up and ready to look for options.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, also, guys, what a start from beyond the arc. A huge part of their game today. That's going to help their spacing.
So, Doris, for a coaching staff, what's the best approach to the second game of a back-to-back?
For me, Kevin, a back-to-back is about 2 things. It's about maturity, 1, but you also have to manage both games. Look at the minutes of the first game and try to balance them in the second game, particularly when you're talking about your veterans.
Just a fantastic decision maker. Cunningham giving it up in that 2-man set.
Now, here's Maxey. He picked up 18 points in their last one against Cleveland.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
Sinks the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year. And the Thunder making a switch here. Silva's checked in. And let's take a quick look at the point guards this year, racking up the most steals per game. The 4th spot held by Tyrese Maxey.
And with these guys, they are always going to give you an equally outstanding effort at both ends of the floor. I mean, it takes very aggressive defense to put up steal numbers like that.
You know, I think that's the mentality they have when it comes to defending, aggressive. They don't let up for 1 single second at that end of the floor, and they're always looking to cause you discomfort.
He gets that one. Garcia's got his second basket of the game.
And it's definitely been a shootout here. The first team that actually starts playing some defense may end up having the edge.
Here's Morgan. Rebound by Garcia. The Raptors have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Johnson outside. Cunningham up top. Outside, Garcia. 6 to shoot. Johnson sends the screen for Garcia. The Thunder pull it in, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
A moment now to check out some numbers for Tyrese Maxey.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Jordan, he's checked in for Toronto. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Wall's checked in. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Good on the triple. Cunningham's got 6.
And I love how Cunningham dictates the pace. You can't speed this guy up. He forces you to play at his speed.
Now here's Williams. He has 6. A nice shot by Silva.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Raptors have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far.
2 minutes left in the first.
Van Carroll looking around. Pass to Cunningham. The tray. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Morgan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Maxey passes to Morgan. Back to Maxey. From the arc. And Embiid pulls it down. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. They trail by 1. A baseline J. And again, Cunningham missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
And Toronto making a change here. Quickly is checked in. Free throw good, Jordan. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Now, here's Quickly. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Outside, Wall. Back to Maxey. Williams for 3. Unable to get that one.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Garcia's shot is good.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Here's Maxey. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Silva. Five to shoot. To halt the run, and he hits the jump shot.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Raptors out in front, leading by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Here's quickly. Scoreless thus far. On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. You've got Lee, also Maxey out there, and it's Wall in at the small forward position. Now, here's Banchero. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Brooklyn.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Thunder trailing by 5. And here's Maxey. Lee outside. Over Garcia. No good from Lee. Toronto's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Embiid dishes to Banchero. From deep, Johnson gets it to go from beyond the arc. Johnson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Raptors. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Maxey, no good. Toronto's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Banchero. The Raptors making a switch here. Daniels has checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Thompson's checked in. Johnson kicks to Daniels. Banchero, a screen on Lee. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Johnson. Over Wall. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Thunder trailing by 8. He lobs it up. It's stolen by Banchero. Johnson finds Banchero. And the shot goes down. Banchero's got 8 points.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. Lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
For Oklahoma City, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Cunningham, he's checked in for quickly. It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their role.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Get this break in the action. Let's find out which rookies have been lighting it up from downtown this month. For Oklahoma City, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Toronto. Second free throw, no good. Raptors leading by 6. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero, and that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
at the numbers for Cunningham. He's right around 29 points a night, 4 assists and 2 rebounds. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there, and that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
Thompson passes to Lee. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That is his first foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Silva.
My goodness.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Now here's Cunningham. He's got 6. Banchero with the screen. Daniels, no good. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 6-point game. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Now Daniels. Still yet to score. Cunningham's shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And the rejection by Embiid. Cunningham outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Embiid with it. Toronto working the ball around now. Really left alone that time.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Thunder trailing by 7. Here's Morgan. There's the pick. Here's Silva. He's covered by Banchero. Shot clock at 6. Elbow shot. Silva's shot is off. Raptors leading by 7. Antetokounmpo passes to Banchero. The rebound by Morgan. Morgan's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Lee kicks to Thompson. Pass to Morgan. Here's Silva. Beyond the arc. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Cunningham against Thompson. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Daniels with it. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Count that one.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Now here's Thompson. Pass to Lee. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Jordan's checked in for Banchero. Jalen Williams is checked in for the Thunder.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
the numbers for Jalen Williams. 5th in three-point field goal percentage. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. On the wing, Daniels. He's got 5. Embiid sets the pick for Jordan. A three-pointer is right on target. Jordan's got 6.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Lee. 8 points for him. 5 on the clock. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Raptors shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. The Raptors making a switch here. Garcia's checked in. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Thunder trailing by 7. Here's Thompson. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Oklahoma City. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract limits. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. And here are the Raptors now. The Thunder making the shot. Garcia can't get it to go. Here's Thompson, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
The Thunder have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. Some changes for Toronto. Sabonis, he's checked in for Embiid, and quickly in for Cade Cunningham. And that one misses. Raptors leading by 5. Back to Jordan. Sabonis' screen on Thompson. Here's Jordan. And Thompson sends it back. They retain possession. Pass to Silva. Here's Morgan. Misses from close range. Sabonis with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Now here is Garcia. .102 left in the first half of the game. And no good that time. The kick out to Williams. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Williams has got 8 points.
I'd say at this point we're expecting that jumper to fall for Jalen Williams.
The Raptors have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Outside, Garcia drills it from outside. And the Raptors lead by 6.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The Thunder have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. On the wing, Lee, guarded by Garcia. No good from Lee. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Quickly the pass to Jordan. No good. Nice D from Williams. Thunder trailing by 6. Lee dishes to Thompson. There's the pick. Over quickly. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 4 this quarter. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Raptors lead by 4. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race. Let's go back in time to Shaq's rookie season. Kenny, what was your first impression of him?
I was in shock. I'd never seen a combination of size and skill that couldn't beat us. I knew he couldn't beat us. I was like, it's no way. I don't care what he has.
You know I can read your mind. I know you wanted to say a combination of size and ugliness, but that's okay. I'm the belle of the ball.
You could never beat us.
Now looking at this Oklahoma City game, the Thunder dealing with a thin margin.
They're letting that team fire away from deep, and it's not doing them any favors. Something got to change, Jet.
Yeah, hard to win when you're giving guys all.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Cunningham. We've got Paolo Banchero. He's out there with Embiid. Jordan is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Garcia in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Now, here's Maxey. He takes it in, and Jordan sends it back. And here's the fast break. Banchero with the ball. Williams picks him up. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Saturday, they head out on the road and face the Mavericks in Dallas.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And so he hits both. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Thunder. Trailing here by 8. Reed kicks to Maxey. That's to Lee. There's the 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Morgan's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Oklahoma City moving it around. Outside, Maxey. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there, Maxey. Almost automatic.
at the stripe.
Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Maxey. Maxey hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Jordan. 8 points for him. Plays it up and banks it in. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Outside Williams. Pass to Lee. Maxey on the wing. Covered by Cunningham. And he comes up with the deuce. Maxey's got 7.
Oh, nice shot by Maxey. He is definitely a 3-level guy.
Jordan outside. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Bankero outside. 4 on the clock. Over Reed. Thunder with the rebound.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Here's Maxey. That's good on the jump shot. And now just a 4-point Raptor lead.
And one of the many ways Maxey can hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
Cunningham outside. Popped up there for Embiid. Here's Morgan. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Jordan outside. Embiid with the screen on Williams. Jordan the pass to Embiid. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Williams a screen. Here's Maxey. Hits the 3-point bomb. Maxey's got 9 points now in the quarter. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Jordan deciding where to go with it. Embiid with the screen on Williams. And here's Jordan outside. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Morgan can't hit it. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Cunningham with the slam.
And the challenge defensively is to find Cunningham at all 3 levels. He can beat you at the rim. He can beat you from 30 feet out and everything in between.
Pass to Morgan. Lee outside. And Lee with the stuff.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Here's Garcia. Buries it from 3-point range. Garcia's got 13 points.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes for Toronto. Johnson comes in for Jordan. And Daniels subbed in for Garcia. And the Thunder making a switch here. Here's Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
To the inside, Embiid. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Thunder trailing by 4. And here is Lee. He's got 14. Outside, Maxey. Off target from outside. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Banchero. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Pass to Cunningham. Banchero, a screen on Maxey. Cunningham for 3. And Lively pulls it down. For Oklahoma City, they've gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And when we talk about players with great upside, Doris, Derek Lively is one of the first to come up.
That's no question about that. This young man has great length and athleticism. He's adding strength every single day. Eventually, he's going to have some go-to moves offensively, but right now, rim runner, rim protector of the highest standard, and plays beyond his years.
First free throw is good.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings you playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Toronto. Quickly comes in for Cunningham. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Silva's checked in, and good on the second, so he makes them both.
Banchero, one of those big men that does a little bit of everything, and the scary thing is he's got tremendous upside. That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Raptors leading by 4. Sabonis, a screen on Maxey. Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Johnson. The 3. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Banchero. Sabonis. It's deflected. Here's Maxey. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Johnson. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
And luckily, they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Maxey hits them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Quickly kicks to Banchero. Screen by Sabonis. Unloads from 13. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Banchero's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
A nice shot by Silva.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And the timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. Taking a look at Toronto. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference.
And checking out Toronto, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Paolo Banchero. averaging 15 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
That free throw, good from Banchero.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
He's off on the second.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's Quickly, still without a basket. Sabonis sets the pick for Quickly to the paint. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. On defense, the Thunder. They lead by 1. With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
First one falls for him.
Well, think about this, guys. Early in his career, Quickly finished second in 6th Man of the Year voting. He's also proven he can be a capable starter in this league. That's big-time value.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Here's Silva. That's tipped. Sabonis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the Raptors miss again. Thunder have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. And Wall with the slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And so Quickly will bring it up for Toronto. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Good. Antetokounmpo's got it all tied up now for Toronto.
What a snappy pass from Quickly, straight to the open teammate.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Maxey passes to Lively. 41 seconds left here in the third quarter. Back to Wall. 6 on the shot clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Wall's got 6.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Daniels passes to Quickly. Banchero, a screen on Maxey. And it's Quickly missing. Now Lively. Pass to Silva. And here's Maxey. Shoots from the baseline. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for the Thunder. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here. Looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Williams. Also, Jarrett Lively out there. And it's Lee in at the 1. Here's Garcia. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The Thunder with the lead. Pass to Morgan. Now Williams fires the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Garcia's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Cunningham kicks to Garcia. Embiid with a screen on Wall. Garcia can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And the Thunder making a change here. Thompson's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
One minute now into this fourth quarter. Raptors trail by 4. Cunningham outside over Thompson. Cunningham's shot is off. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Jordan against Williams. Pass to Morgan. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Morgan's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Outside, Garcia. From deep. That shot off.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
The shot by Williams, no good.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
The first one falls. Reed, he's checked in for Jarrett Lively. And Embiid drops them both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. The Thunder leading by 4. Thompson with it. Lee outside. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Garcia for three. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his fourth assist in this one. Here's Reed. Fires the three. It's good from long range.
Well, this is the value of Naz Reid, a center who can shoot it with great consistency from range.
Outside, Jordan. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
For three, Williams, and the Thunder another three.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Sabonis. And here's Garcia, covered by Lee. Inside, here's Jordan. Good D by Williams. The Thunder leading by 4. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Raptors moving the ball around. Outside, Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up. And it falls over the rim and in. Jordan's got 5 points in the quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Reed gets the bucket.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Now here's Cunningham. Here's Garcia. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Morgan, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And that's a good shot for him. He can shoot it over almost anyone.
You want that mid-range game in your arsenal. You can't just be about threes and dunks. Sometimes this is a key shot.
Pass to Garcia. Lets it go from deep. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Garcia's got 21 in the game.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Here's Thompson. Lee outside. And Lee with the stuff.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And some changes here for the Raptors. Paolo Banchero's checked in for Sabonis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Jordan. And quickly in for Cunningham. Maxi's checked in for Oklahoma City.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
No, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Lee outside. Back to Maxey. And the rejection by Embiid. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. The Thunder leading by 6. Lee outside. Pass to Morgan. Outside Williams. Embiid with the steal. Stolen by Reed. Maxey against quickly. Lee with the ball. Down low. Here's Maxey. Toronto grabs the miss. Embiid finds Banchero. Shoots over Reed. That's good from Banchero on the assist by Embiid.
You love that a guy so young like Paolo Banchero is ready in the big moment to step up and deliver.
Thunder have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Williams. Garcia against Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And the timeout called by Darko. Rojakovic wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Tyson Daniels checked in for Toronto. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Silva's checked in. Pass to Banchero. The rebound by Morgan. Morgan's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Williams looking around. Here's Silva. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Silva's got the lead up to 9 now for Oklahoma City. Embiid had a hand on it, and so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. .136 left in the fourth quarter. Embiid sets the pick for Banchero. And the Raptors miss again. The Thunder leading by 9. Here's Max. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, spotting the open teammate there. Nice work by Maxey.
There's 1:17 left to play here in the fourth. And here is Quickly. Banchero right side. Clock at 6. Toronto needs to get off a shot, and they get it. Another miss by Banchero.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Morgan. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
And he can't get the first one. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them to within 10.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Maxey passes to Thompson. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Maxey.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
And so the Thunder now can just hold on to the ball. Outside Williams. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.